Yeah, got some, hopefully something interesting for you guys to check out today. It's a box I got off of TEMU, survival item. Um, not much to it, as you can see. Pretty decent weight. Kincaid Outdoors. Now, there was supposed to be another item I was going to show as well, but that item ended up taking a left turn at Albuquerque and somehow ended up in, where did it end up at? Give me a second. I got to double check on this because it's not where it's supposed to be. Because it went up to it started off in St. Paul, Minnesota, and it ended up somewhere completely different. Now let's see where it started off in St. Paul. Now, according to USPS, it was then went from all the way to Des Moines, then to Pontiac, Michigan, to Detroit, to Chattanooga, Tennessee, to Nashville, Tennessee. So why it took a left turn at Des Moines, I have no idea. But it should have been here by 3 days ago. But that we'll do another one later on. Hey, Rob. Hey there, Daniel, and or Tiffany, or both. Glad you guys could make it. Yep, I got a box here, as you can see. Like I was saying, I was going to have two items, but one of them took a left turn at Des Moines and ended up in Nashville, Tennessee. Don't ask me how. It made it from St. Paul, Minnesota, to Des Moines, which is supposed to be, go here to where I live, and decided to go to Michigan. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to wait till we get, we got 3 in here now. If I can get 10 in here, that would be amazing. We're going to go from there. And hopefully, with everything goes well, I will be able to open this up. This is a TEMU, one of my TEMU boxes. I may or may not be able to use this for the TEMU Overnight Survival Challenge. I don't know yet. I'd have to verify the shipping and price overall combined with everything else, and I'll just subtract the price and all that stuff. But that's down the road. I have a spot, but I might even be able to do that little thing yet. So have to wait and see. Jenny is doing her diamond painting, folks. She's like right there. That's about the extent she's on. She does have her own channel, Kincaid Indoors, for anybody who's interested. If you want to, you can please put your channel name in the chat. And I am going to do something for Daniel, and I'm going to do this because I want to see if I can. Well, there we go. There you go. Hey, Daniel, do me a favor. Type something. So what do you guys think's in the box? It's from TEMU. You know it's for my overnight, TEMU challenge thing. Michigan Outpost, how you doing? Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Glad you can make it tonight. When I get up to, I need 6 more people in, then I will be doing this little unboxing. This is probably going to be part of my $100 TEMU survival challenge, overnight survival challenge thing. No, I am not going full bushcraft, Rob. You know you want me to, but I am sorry. I'm too old. I can't say fat anymore, so I can't use that excuse. But injured, and go from there. Hey, Lori, long time no see. Glad you could make it. This is the box. Probably about 10 inches by about 5 inches by 3 inches. You guys pretty much going to have to wait till we get 10 people in here. We need 6 more. Oh, I can understand about spring break. I've had one teenager to deal with that, so I understand completely. That's a Chuck Norris head bobber? No, it is not a bobblehead. So I don't mind me. I do like Chuck Norris. He just turned, I'm not sure how old Chuck Norris is right now, but yeah. Yeah, he's 85. He just turned on the 10th, about 11 days ago. So, and he still is in better shape than I am. But I don't think he had a knee replacement done like I did 3 weeks ago. Today, actually. So we got 4 more. I need 6 more people, folks. Please like, share, and share this out, folks. I'm trying to get more people in here. The more I share, the sooner I'll get this box open. So let's see what we can do. In the meanwhile, please put your channels in the chat. Share them out with each other. That way you guys can follow each other, which is a good thing. I really, really, really like when you guys do that for yourselves and me too, because I like what you guys do. And I have so many things I want to show you guys that I want to do in the near future. That is, I think it's really freaking cool. But I have a $100 bug out bag build that's from a Watcher County flea market. So it's a 2-day stint for me at a 20-acre flea market where I got to build a complete bug out bag, in my opinion, with a certain rules, within 2 days for $100 or less, which I planned on giving away. But that's not until after the 1st of May is when the actual challenge is, and the giveaway will be sometime about a month after that. But I will let you guys know when that giveaway is going to happen. Unfortunately, I cannot fit a bow into that kit because whatever I give away, do the giveaway on, I can't really give a bow unless it's like a takedown model of one of these, and I'm not giving one of those away. Those are my personal ones. Well, cool. Way to go. I will look to see what you come up with there, Daniel. Did you notice that you got a wrench? Daniel says hi, love. She waves. So she's listening to her books as well as she's doing her diamond painting. This is on her second or third one? Second one. Okay. First one was like a bookmark. Now, I will let you know, this is one of the items I had picked up previously at that flea market last year, which is this task force, medic flip knife. So this is, you can tell you what I got last year. So and I picked this particular item up for only $5 there. So if I can pick up something like this there, you won't know what you're going to find. I mean, I actually have a battle box, what do you want to call it? Bivy tent, I guess. Picked up there for $5 as well. So it's going to be interesting to see what this person ends up with. So that would be technically go undercover. So at least it's better than just straight tarp. So come on, people, share this out. See if we can get some more people in. Let people know that we're here. Man, share. I'm trying to do some more sharing here because I don't know if I can get some more people in here or not. Let me do this. Come on. Where are you? Sorry, folks. I'm in the process of sharing this on an Instagram. So if you got anything, you could share it on YouTube, share it on anywhere you want. do what you can. I'm going to try to get as many folks as I can in here for this. Okay, that was shared out. Come on, work. There we go. I'm good on there. Yep. Okay, cool. Okay, if that doesn't work, I will at probably 7:30. 7:30, I will do this. Does anybody have anything new they want to talk about real quick before I get into all this? Because I get to have fun discovering what's all in this box. Like I said, I ordered 2 items. This was actually my second item I ordered. And the first one is made it all the way from St. Paul, Minnesota to Des Moines. From Des Moines, it went, for some unknown reason, to Pontiac, Michigan, which then went from Pontiac, Michigan to Detroit, Michigan, which went to Chattanooga, Tennessee. And from there, went to Nashville, Tennessee. I have never been to Nashville, but the item I ordered is, which is really sad. Hey, Rob, how you doing? Well, that's cool there, Rob. I look forward to seeing what you come up with, since you don't have to worry about the overseas races like we do. Well, Rob, Cornfed, I have got a TEMU thing I'm going to be using for a future coming up $100 TEMU overnight challenge thing that I was challenged by. Give me a second. I sort of went, I'm seeing his face, but I can't, his name is not popping up. That's what I get for being old. Dang it. Give me a freaking moment, folks. I've got to find something out because dang it. Huh? Who visited us down in Osceola? When we had visitors down in Osceola, who came to see us? Mandy's ex-boyfriend from South Dakota.
Dave?
Not Dave. Big guy. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank, folks. I'm just trying to remember.
JV?
JV, yeah, JV Outdoors. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, JV Outdoors challenged me and a few others to a $100 max. This includes shipping challenge, and we're going to see how that works. In about 15 minutes, I will be opening this box, and we'll see what's in it. I'm just glad this one came in, but I was actually kind of surprised because as big as this box is, this is not even as big as, this is like 3 or 4 times the last package that I missed out on. So like I said, somehow my first package I ordered ended up in Nashville, Tennessee after making it all the way to Des Moines. And then it decided to go to, what was it again? Pontiac, Michigan, for some reason. Yep, JV. I'm sorry, my brain like brain freeze. I had ice cream earlier, but I didn't. My brain didn't freeze then. Maybe it's a delayed action, or I'm just old. One of the two. That I could see everything about him there, Rob, but I just couldn't freaking get his name to pop in my head. I can tell you his first name, but I can't. It was his channel name I couldn't remember. He was on one of the previous channels I was on the other day, and Dan's channel, I believe, it was a Sunday, and we discussed doing an overnighter. We're using TEMU stuff, so this is a TEMU item. And I've got about 15 more minutes. Then I'm going to open this up no matter we get enough people in here or not, because I'm only showing right here on my little thing up here as 4. So if you're here, if you're lurking, put a 1, at least let me know you're here. That way I can get my numbers up a little bit. That way I could, just the numbers showing in the chat, folks. It's not that, no more than that. That way I know you're here. Thank you. But I've talked to him. That was the first time I talked to him in a long time myself there, Rob. I am going to be using my knife I got from the Watcher County flea market last year for $1. No, sorry, $5. And I am going to be building a bug out bag to give away at that particular thing with you, Rob. So that's going to be fun. I'm still waiting for the freaking park registration office to open up so I could reserve my freaking campsite at the Lake Belvedere. It's not opened yet. It's a window that I can't get a hold of, apparently. As soon as I get my campsite reserved, I'll let you know where I'm at. Try to do more than one if I can. Because I am going to be trying going up on Friday, and Ian and I will be there for the campsite party part. Jenny will come in on Saturday with my sister and for the day, so you get to meet her too. Okay, so I have to wait to. It might be getting close then. So I will reserve my campsites. I know where I want to go. It's the same place I stayed with Herbert T. All of last year. I stayed in the same campsite all year, and make sure we'll have enough firewood and all this other stuff. It's a really nice place. It's not too far from the outhouse / bathroom thing, but they do have a shower and regular bathrooms, but it's down the road in the camper campsites with the electricity and stuff like that, unless you need that. Myself, there's not hardly any trees there, but where we were at, totally wooded, which is totally awesome. But I've been checking every day, trying to get my campsite reserved so I can go there and do that. So I should be able to do it sometime this week, hopefully, because the site I need it for is going to be the 2nd of May. So, hey, Jay, how you doing? Thank you for coming. Saw you there over on Wilden Carey's site for the giveaway. That's cool. I'm showing 5 in here now. Which is really cool. We got 12 more minutes. Then I will be opening up this little item here. This is going to be for another giveaway, which I found out, Rob, that you can camp out at the wildlife management areas, but not for very long. So I was thinking about doing maybe some bushcraft videos or something like that in the local wildlife management area, not too far from me, here still in Jasper County, and I'm just going to camp, but my bushcraft stuff is going to be, the video is going to be about. So if I can go live, I will do that. If I am not able to, I'm sorry. That was all I'm going to say, and I'm going to be able to just record everything I can and just put it out the next day. So it's going to be interesting to see what we come up with there, Rob. Like I said, I'm going to spend $100 and see what kind of bug out bag I can create. I have on X. I'm not currently subscribed, but I do have the app. I'm more of an all trails kind of guy, but I do know about it. But I chose this wildlife management area for a reason, because my boy and I have hunted there before. But since it's not hunting season, and I do not plan on bringing a major firearm there at all, though I am quite tempted to bring something to protect myself from possible coyotes. But that's about it. Because we do have coyotes in the area. because they've been in my backyard. It's either a coyote or a fox. I can't remember which. I don't know which, that took down a pheasant in my backyard because the body was present back there. We've also had deer in my backyard, big deer in our backyard, because we're like right on the edge of town. Well, that's cool. I will double check on that one because, I mean, I don't want to camp in a designated campsite if I don't have to. Now, I'm not going to build a full-on bush craft camp or anything like that. I just want to do something primitive, but not totally discussing anything. I'm going to build a little campfire, cook some food, review some gear, especially a lot of the gear that I have thrifted, mostly that in the last year or so that I've never gotten to show off. Rob, I haven't asked you how you like your items I gave you. I hope you like them. I hope you, because I mean, the tarp and the striker and stuff like that, I hope you really do like them. I really do like the Flissa knife, by the way. It's now one of my favorites, just to let you know. I love the handle. I love everything about it. It just wish the freaking handle, the sheath was left-handed. But that's on me. Thank you for letting me know, TD. I'm going to have to look it up on my phone. I'll do that later. I'm kind of busy right now. Okay, if you guys are interested, I can do this early if only enough of you say yes. Because right now, this is the box. It probably weighs about a little over a pound. Like I said, it's about 10 inches long, about 6 inches wide, 3 inches high, like a brick. I'm not exactly sure there's holes in it, but it was off of TEMU. Well, let me know when you've tried the tarp. It should have all the equipment for that, except for stakes. I don't think it has stakes, but it does have all the cordage and the tensioners and stuff like that. They are backpacking tensioners that like from the Appalachian Trail type stuff, or PCT, depending on which trail it was used on. But those tarps probably traveled more than I have. So we're going to go get this going about 7 minutes early because I'm curious to get into this thing. So here we go. I'm trying not to cut myself, so my wife would kill me. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys are seeing this when I've not even opened this up. I got this earlier today. So okay, there you guys go. Ooh. It's in a hard case. Oh, that's cool. Oh, it's a lockable hard case, which is really nice. No external markings or anything like that. So let me see if I can bring this down for you guys. I need another table right here if I can put this on. Dang. What do I have? I don't think I have anything tall enough for that. Dang. Well, this is what it is. Ooh, it's one of those. Okay, you guys will probably see this before I will, so you get to get with a ooh. Oh my what? Oh look, bubble wrap. Everybody's favorite. Oh, and it's even got the foam, silence paddings, whatever, which is kind of cool. You know, it's got quite a few different little items in there. Yep, first item is a simple flashlight with belt clip. No batteries, unless let me open it up and let me. Oh, it's okay. It's one of these that does that. Let me see if I can get this thing open, or I can put some batteries in this thing and try it out. How do you put batteries in? That's a good question. I am going to have to look into this one because here we go. Oh, it takes double A's. Okay. Let me check, see if I happen to have a double A available. I think I see one right now. So let's give that a shot. I've been hoarding my batteries over here on my shelf so I know where everything's at. Ooh. Okay, it's not bad. Looking, folks. Oh, it focuses it way down to a really pinpoint distance. It does have a little bit of a pattern on it, but look how bright that is. That's probably about almost 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from my hand. So that's not bad. What do you guys think? It focuses in, it focuses out. That's not a bad little flashlight. Hey, Ragnar, how you doing, brother? Well, okay. Next item. We've got an item from TEMU. I paid less than $7 for this, folks. Not including shipping, but that's not bad. First item. That's a pretty decent little flashlight. I could have paid a couple bucks for that, just for the flashlight. Now, the second item is pretty simple. I mean, I've already got one I everyday carry that was made for me by Foxy Outdoors, but it is a simple survival bracelet. Okay. So I'm gonna have to break out my knife again because this one's completely sealed. Okay, what do we got here? Got your standardized, survival bracelet. It does have the little ferro rod on the end, and it does spark, so that's good. And built-in button compass. I don't know how accurate those would be without testing it. And it's supposed to have a survival whistle. Yeah, decent. I prefer using my fingers to whistle, but that's a nice little bracelet. I don't know if it'll fit me or anything like that, because I got fairly decent sized wrists. Well, it does. It's a little tight. And I wear mine, but not very sturdy, that's for sure. That's why I like metal clasps on my gear, because it doesn't come off very easy. So if I can get that to lock in there without coming apart. But yeah, it goes on there pretty decent, I guess. I probably will turn it around where the whistle's facing the other direction, but yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, it's a basic northerly direction. I'd have to test it. Okay. The next item. Now, I don't know. Have you got a water bottle over there? Do you have a water bottle over there?
Just mine.
Just your plastic water bottle that you usually bring home from work.
No, I don't have one.
Oh, dang. I don't even have a Pepsi bottle because I haven't been drinking Pepsi. Well, I'll use one of these because the next item appears to be a bottle holder of some kind. Now, I don't have a bottle because I have not been drinking a lot of soda lately due to my weight loss that I've been going through. but apparently this is snaps on. Oh, it's Velcro and snap. That that way you can carry your water bottles and the like. So that way, if you want to carry a smart water bottle or something on your side, you got a way to do that. And yes, folks, I prefer using denatured isopropyl 99 isopropyl alcohol for my alcohol stoves because I think it works better. But hey, just worried about losing that clip though. That would be really bad. Okay, put it back over there. Put this thing back together. This one here is kind of an iffy thing, so you guys put what you want about that in the chat. But the box, I kind of like the box. I don't see a plastic seal or a rubber seal on this thing here, so I don't think it's 100% waterproof. Water resistant, possibly, but not waterproof at all. Well, the next one's a pretty decent item. Okay, let's put this down here out of the way. Don't put it out the window. Yeah, hey, Tyler, how you doing, brother? Glad you can make it. Well, I'm going to show you what I've got. We already opened it, but here's the box from TEMU. So far, one of those survival bracelets with ferro rod and built-in whistle and compass. It barely fits my wrist. It's a little snug, not my normal one I like. I like the looser ones. But this will probably be used on my overnight thing. So we're going to have to wait and see. Got a really, I think it's a really decent looking little flashlight. Takes AA's. My normal one, which I carry right here, is my my O-light, which I use as a AAA. I carry that around my neck because it's just easier. Hey, Doug, how you doing, brother? Got a $6 survival box from TEMU. And so far, I have gotten a survival bracelet, a halfway decent flashlight, little on the chunky side, but decent, a water bottle holder, and see what else have I not shown. Okay, this is the next item. Okay, this is very similar to the one I got here, but mine does not have it's got the little glass breaker right here, it looks like, and it's got maybe a web or rope cutter or something like that. Let's see, let's do the test. That's not bad. Blades, okay, for those not, with exception of Daniel, who's the knife maker, what do you guys think? Because I know, it's not your best one. Yeah, seatbelt cutter. I'm not a fan of serrations on my blades, for those people who know me, because I just am not a fan. But it's fairly sharp. And it does flip pretty decent. And it does have a belt clip right there. Just like my Tac Force, which I normally carry. It's a little smaller that's about the same size as my Tac Force. So from here on out, I'll be using this one to open things up. It is a little lighter, though. I will mention that. This one here is very, very heavy compared to this one. And maybe the profile might be a little thinner, microly, but they will be a little thinner. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works out in a little overnight challenge. So the bottle holder is the only thing I'm a little leery on because I don't know anything. What would you use that for? Unless you're holding up your canteen or something and you run some paracord or something around the tree to hold your water up where you can, have it off the ground where you can just access it when you need it. But that's pretty much it for that. Okay, let's go with this next thing. Okay, it looks like a pen. Remember, folks, I only paid $6 for this. So this is actually, I've gotten my value back in just the flashlight, the bracelet, and the knife alone. Because I paid $5 for my Tac Force knife. This is, what is this? Is this a pen? Is this a pen? I don't know. Oh, it is a pen. And I think this is also another window breaker or something like that on the back. But it's heavy, heavy duty. Why is it so heavy duty? Am I missing something? I don't have any instructions in here, folks. So I don't know exactly what's all in here. So there's still a bunch of stuff in here, as you can see. The case is not waterproof. There's no rubber gasket, which I would prefer, mind you. But for $6, it is what it is. It does have a foam liner. But I haven't tested the pen yet. Give me a second here. Let me test the pen. So it does write. So I might have my wife check this out and tell me what she thinks. But it's pretty chunky. So I don't know what, I mean, there's no names, there's no markings. I was thinking there might be more to it than just the pen and the clip and the little portion right there, which I think is another window breaker, just like what's on the knife. Like I said, the knife is not bad. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about it is the serrations on it, because I'm not a big fan of serrations. But it is a lot lighter than my Tac Force. And the pen is really interesting. So it's a tactical pen, I guess. Next item. Oh, we'll use this one since I got it out. Is a ferro rod. Now it's about a 1/4 inch ferro rod and about maybe a little over 3 inches long. Fairly interesting handle. It's a little short for me to strike on. But let me try something here. Give me a second. Because it is kind of doubled up here. So I'm just trying to unknot it here because it's got a big bow right there. Now, I generally carry some Colan's brand stuff because that's what I'm used to. And I just get those from Walmart. I like Colan stuff. But for what it is, well, it's okay cord. That's all I was going to say about that. It's just simple okay cord. We'll find out here in a second on how well it strikes. Not bad, not great, but not bad. It's got little multi-tool built in, and I'm not sure what that is. Probably another wrench or something right there, but maybe a bottle opener too. But this, I guess, it is what it is. But standardized thing. So I got fire. So I've got cutting tools. I got light. So handling device, cutting device. You know. Okay, the next item I'm not opening up. I'm just going to show it to you. It's an emergency blanket. Simple to the point. Is the size is 130 by 10 centimeters. Now, I'm not sure of my centimeters to inches yet. I'd have to use my my calculator I have on my computer because I have it set up for that. Because I use centimeters and I research that stuff all the time. So this one here is going to be, what's 130? 130, I'm sure Rob will, on the road will tell me before anything else, is about 51 inches by 210, okay. 82 inches, so it's a little over like 7 feet. So that's interesting. So give me a double check one more time. $51 inches, just a little over 4 feet by 7 feet. Let me check. I'll check the knife real quick. Daniel, give me a second. Get myself a little bit more settled here. Bring this down here because I don't need that. Bring my YouTube's chat up before I can keep track of that. Let's see here. I don't want to use the blade if I don't have to, but there is a little notch right here on the end, right there, but it won't fit in on the ferrule rod itself. But yeah, it will. That's the back of it. It is sharp enough to do that. It is really thin, though. I will say that. And like I said, compared to my Tac Force, which is it's a little beefier. This was not by much, but just a little bit. Now, so the ferrule rod does work. It's fairly decent. So it's not great, but it's decent. Like I said, it's just a standardized 4 foot by 7 foot emergency blanket. And it's made by First Time. I've never heard of that particular brand. That's the only thing with actually got a name on it so far. So everything else is like totally no name stuff. Let me take this off. For those people who didn't catch it, this is just the, this has a ferrule rod in it as well, and it does spark. And it does have, it is a little tight on my personal wrist because I got fairly thick wrists. Give me a second here. I'm trying to get this thing to close up because this is not cool. I'm not a big fan of plastic on my paracord bracelets because I like thumbs with metal brackets on there. Come on, why won't it close? Is it catching on something? I had the same problem when I was putting it on my wrist. It says it shows that it's supposed to go in closer, but
Hey, stop that.
I'm not twisting it, am I? I can't tell you how good the paracord is or anything like that. Yeah, this is why I don't like these kind of enclosures. It's like really flimsy. So I'm going to say this is more of a gimmick because I can't get it to lock at all as much as I would like it to because it's not going all the way shut, as you can see. Even though it's showing it can go for another 1/8 of an inch. I'm afraid of breaking it. I'm sure my boy's going to want to go through this and probably try to steal something, but what am I doing wrong? So this is going to be, like I said, it's not very practical. It's not very sturdy. I'm not sure if it's me or the item itself. It almost closes, but that one actually did. It went all the way through, but it didn't lock. Yeah, that is very flimsy. I'm not sure if I would even use that. Though, I mean, the paracord would be useful. Maybe the button compass, but the clasp, no. Next item. Okay, this is a credit cards multi-tool thing. And it looks like it's got some cordage wrapped around it right here. So it's got a little cordage wrapper. Oh, this one here you can actually open without cutting it open, which is nice. It's got looks like a can opener, some multi-tool stuff there. Got little SOS help deal. This is from PRT. It does your little Morse code for SOS and Morse code for help. Looks like another either wire stripper or a little screwdriver on this end right here. And yeah, like it's got some extra cordage right here. I guess this might be something for figuring out the sun, maybe. I don't know what direction you're going. This does have a slight edge on it right here. Oh, sorry, right here, so you guys can see the words and stuff right there. Little serration there, but nothing. I mean, it is minimal at best, folks. It's a little multi thing. So I don't know. I mean, the cordage and the bottle opener. I don't know. What do you guys think? Next item is another whistle, but this one's a metal one. Now, the only thing I would think of that would make this one useful to me is the fact that it would be louder than the plastic one that came with the bracelet. It is a keychain, so that's not too bad. Oh, that's loud. It is a double whistle, which is different. It feels like aluminum. Yeah, I think this might be aluminum, but it does have a decent dual whistle feature. So good little signal whistle deal. What do you guys think so far? Is there anything you want me to go back over? I mean, there's some things like I said, I'm not really happy with this thing here. Now, I can't say that cordage might not be useful. Like I said, even the little striker comes out of the thing. So let me see what happens if I took the striker out of the little thing here and see if that changes anything. Nope. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna turn it in. I'm gonna invert it and see if it does anything. Nope. Can I twist it? Because I'm just curious. Trying to get the lock in, and it doesn't really want to lock in. This piece right here is really, really flimsy. So I was going to say that the clasp is a no-go. I don't know about the button compass yet. The striker, the little ferro rod, nice to have, but nothing I would go out of my way for. Oh, yeah, I understand there, Doug. I only paid $6 for all of this, okay, off of TEMU. Now, some items, not bad. Ferro rod, decent. Knife could be decent. Flashlight, I'm actually impressed with. I do like the little flashlight. The fact that it does zoom in and out.
Still have you ordered yet?
The bottle holder, I am going to hold judgment on.
How much is it for,
I kind of like the whistle. The tactical pen so far, I don't know what to use it for. I mean, I'm going to stab somebody maybe.
Can you do what?
The butter or no?
Yeah,
We don't have any money.
I have a little bit.
I would if I could. I'm broke. I paid a whole bunch of bills.
Let me check about how much else.
If anything else, I'll just
Okay,
leave it.
now I do have a couple more items left, folks. I will go over the box again if anybody's interested. It did come in this really nice hard plastic box with a foam
I'm good.
padded century thing. And unfortunately, it did not come with a rubber seal or gasket to make it completely waterproof. It's water resistant, but not waterproof. And it doesn't, it might have a place where it could have been. That would have been nice to put one like right here in the lid. It does lock. It does have a couple little tie down points, but they're not enough to secure it like with a locker or anything like that. So next item. For those people who like using these, I have used these kind of things before. They work, but they're not my first choice. And I'm going to put it back in the bag as soon as I pull it out. It is a wire saw, braided wire saw. The ring's fairly thin. As Doug said, you get what you pay for. I'm not going to open this up because I'd have heck of a time putting it back. It does look like it has some swivels. I mean, I'm sure if you had to, especially Rob, you could probably use this to help make lures or something, because those would be good for fishing. But it does thing, and you probably make yourself a little bow saw out of this, which is something I would do, not something I would use it for with my fingers or anything. But that would cut down a small sapling at the very least, or some small branches, but nothing big or anything like that. Nothing bigger than 6 inches. I'd be more happy with a proper saw or a hatchet or something, but for what I paid for it, I got what I got. So that's that. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out, other than the cordage, what that would be good for. And I have no idea what that is for because there's no instructions. And this is one of the 2 items that actually have names on it. Like I said, this says PRT on it. And it does have a little thing on the SOS in the Morse code. But that's pretty much it. And I mean, it's steel. I'm not sure if I can even. It's not quite sturdy because I could probably bend that. The striker, definitely worth the price. I think the striker is definitely worth. I mean, the striker itself was probably worth $5. So I'm getting my money's worth, over my money's worth for just some of the items I've gotten so far. My next item and my last item, because like I said, there's the box. It's completely empty. Make sure it's not hiding anything. Just a simple plastic box with some foam in it. If I could figure out a way to put a seal on this thing to make it waterproof, that would be better. But it does latch down, but I'm not sure how good it is. It does give a little bit. So you might be able to use it for something other than what it is. But that's a good. Is a carabiner. Now, I don't know if this one has a weight limit or anything like that, but it is a locking carabiner. And it looks like there's a hinge on here. Oh, yeah. It's hinged with a decent size retention spring. I can always use a new carabiner. That's not an issue. But it's not, it doesn't stop. Oh, it did. Okay, there you go. It does lock in really good. I don't know what the weight is on this one. Probably not very much. Wait, well, there is a thing, weight limit on here. Give me a second. Not for climbing. So it does have words on it. So it just says not for climbing, but no actual weight limit or anything like that. But that's what's in it. Some items are good. Some items are questionable. What do you guys want to, think we should do? Would this stuff work? Would this stuff be junk? What do you think? Oh, I probably could use the back of the little credit card thing as a striker because it is cut a false edge right here on this side, right here next to the false serrations. I do mean false serrations. And it does have a bottle opener if I need to open up a bottle of beer, which I don't drink. So that would be interesting, especially since everything's all screw top nowadays. I might have a thing I could use this for. Who knows? I could figure something out. Definitely use the carabiner, the striker, the whistle. If I could find a way to replace this right here, these clasps, with something like this, it would be better. But that's basic paracord. There's nothing fancy about it. Something better than a button compass. The little striker, the little ferro rod here does work, and the striker for the thing does come out. So I have like 3 or 4. I got the knife, the credit card multi-tool, the striker right here, and the striker for the ferro rod itself. Would definitely spark any of the ferro rods, though I probably won't use this one too much. But that one just slides back into here in the back of this right here, like that. So this is a little serrated too, right there on the end. So it's probably help you spark the little ferro rod. Like I said, it doesn't not latch in like it should. But it is plastic, and you get what you pay for. The box, I actually like the box, folks. I mean, the fact that you can, that's not bad. I mean, it's not great. It's not going to keep things waterproof, but it will keep things water resistant, to keep things dry. You can put your cell phone in here if you need to keep it out of the weather. Would I keep 100% trust it? No, because there's no seal, but that's not a bad little box. Something going on, huh?
Yes, this was it.
I didn't know you ordered anything already. That was quick. Hey, Greg, how you doing, brother? Thank you for coming. What do you guys think? What'd you order?
Taco salad.
Oh, I didn't know you were ordering anything. You didn't say anything.
Well, you said you weren't hungry.
Well, doesn't mean I couldn't be hungry later, right? But like I said, I mean, I kind of like the chunky flashlight. The little bit, but other than the serrations, I do think this is pretty halfway decent. I do like the fact that you're supposed to be able to flip it both directions with either hand. I'm left-handed, so that's going to be interesting to see how that works.
Okay, consolation prize. Chips and salsa?
I'd have to wait and see. I do. I'm in the middle of my life. I got left out of dinner. The seatbelt cover. Well, I could do a test here. Give me a second. What do I have? What do I have that I could use to cut? I've got cordage. I just got to figure out what cordage I want to sacrifice for this particular purpose. Well, I do have the cordage here, which I don't plan on using. So let's see while this one comes across here. Yeah, this is just basic cordage, folks. The same cordage, braided cordage that it's only like, I mean, this stuff is really, really thin braided cordage. Checking the cutter here, see how that works. Give me a decent length here because I don't want to cut myself. Okay, let's do a test on that. Oh man, that does not cut at all. That is a no-go, folks. You'd think if you're going to cut something, you're going to be able to cut it. Well, it is a seatbelt cover, so that might be a little bit of an issue. But let's check the edge on it. I'll check the tip first. Okay, that's fairly sharp. The serrations, sharper. That's just nice. I'm not going to check the window breaker, but it does have a fairly quick release. And it's just a simple slide lock mechanism. And it is what it is. Basic little knife. But this right here, oh man, you have to wait and see. And you guys did, I think, Daniel, you wanted to see the striker part? Yeah, this will strike the thing. This works too. So I've got multiple things to strike the striker. And I do have a good striker, and a smaller striker. So that's multiple fires capability. So if anything, what do you guys tell me what you think? I mean, for $6, I will give you the exact price. Give me a second. But for $6, I can't really beat the price for what I got. I mean, I think I got my money's worth. I think the box is decent. Okay, let me correct myself. It was $7.40, not $6, but less than 10 with shipping. So even $7 is still not bad. I just checked the price with shipping, and it was a total of what was it? I paid $7.40 for it, so it's now sold out. It was off of TEMU, folks, and it's still not bad. The flashlight, I think, is pretty decent. It's not. It does do something my my Olight doesn't do. It does have the zoom feature, which is cool. It does take AA's, not AAA's. It is very chunky. I don't know how well waterproof it is, but I bet if you could figure out a way to do it and take off the lens here, if it does come off, let me check, see if it does. Because that's one of my... Nope, it does not come off. Well, it might if I do some work wrenching, but you could probably start a fire with the lens on that because that is a fairly decent magnifying lens. And it does come with a belt clip and some other holes around the edges here, as you can see. Oh, it's got a flash mech. Oh, that's even better. Look at that. I didn't know that. So there you go. That's something I didn't know. Oh, yeah. That's interesting. On. A high and low. There's a low. Flash. High. So there you go. That's, oh, wow. That's pretty cool. It does come up a little pyramid pattern out of the LED flashlight. So it is an LED. So that's kind of cool. Didn't know about the flash mechanism part because I just flashed myself. So, like I said, it's a decent little carabiner. The water bottle holder, I am well. Can I put that on here? I am testing something. Nope, can't put the bottle holder on the flashlight. It does not work. I don't think it does flash SOS. Let me double check. No, it's just a standard flash. It's just a standard flash. Give me a second here. It's just a standard flash. For those people, please be careful if you got epilepsy. I don't want to cause any seizures. Yeah, it's got some decent ones. Got some, I mean, decent whistle. I mean, the whistle I consider really decent. It's got two chambered whistle. So it'll make a nice little addition to someone's keychain. I'm really disappointed in the thing, but I'm not really a big fan of these because I got a custom one. But the ferrule rod does strike. The striker does come separate if I needed to. This one here, I would probably attach to something and just leave it to save the paracord for later. Because this thing does not lock at all, because it leaves a gap, as you can see. If that came in a little bit closer and locked in, I would be happy with that, sort of. But it does have a button compass, which I have to test to see if it is bang on or not. I do have magnets here, so I'm going to see if that changes anything. Oh, yeah, it is very susceptible to magnets. So, yeah. I'm not going to get it too close. I don't want to ruin it, but the button compass seems to be working. I don't know how well it's going to work, but north is that way. And that is that way. So there you go. You guys are north to me. And like I said, it does have Mylar emergency blanket. That's a little over 4 feet by 7 feet. These are just nothing fancy. Just, I mean, that's all I'm going to tell you about that. That's all you can really do. I'm not going to open that at all. In the case, I mean, between all that stuff, I think I did a good deal for the price I got it for. And that does lock down pretty decent, though. I'm going to keep the flashlight battery in there. I'll be trying to use some of this stuff on my overnighter. Some of it I will probably won't, which will be, I will probably definitely try to be using this. I'm not sure about the pen, though. What do you use a pen for? Especially on a survival thing. I mean, if it opened up and had a little blade in there or something, that'd be kind of cool, because this thing is really beefy. You want to knock somebody in the head, maybe? Defense item, maybe? I don't know. It does write, which is cool. Not big happy about that, but that's me. And the last two items is the carabiner and the survival card with cordage. So 2 things of cordage, 2 whistles, 2 ferrule rods. Yeah, just a little bit of everything. You guys rate it from 1 to 10. Well, then we'll post it down. You know, I'll post it in the description below what you guys think, because for $7.40 off of TEMU, what do you guys think? This is not the best one. It's not the worst one. Oh, I forgot an item. Sorry, that's on me. Forgot to put the Mylar blanket back in. It does have a little thing I could tie it up right there. So there's that. And it's heavy, though. That's the overall thing. Everything is heavy. So there it is. No names, no nothing like that. But it will keep your phone dry if in case it rains, that kind of thing. Ish. That's my unboxing, folks. Not much to it. Yeah, just me and you there, Daniel. I'm going to be ending it in about 5 minutes because I wasn't planning on going on this long, but what do you think? Oh, ow, freaking knee. I got to put my leg up. It locked up. Now, like I said, I've already got a paracord bracelet that I carry with me every time. I don't know about the card, and I definitely don't know about the paracord bracelet other than being used for straight cordage and maybe the button compass. And last but definitely least would be that little dinky little ferro rod that's in that. The knife, functional. It functions. I don't know how it does cut decent cordage, which is not bad, but that's cheap cordage. I've got some really good paracord in my bag, and we'll find out if it can cut fairly heavy duty stuff there. One of the other items I'm picking up is it's got a lot more meat to it when it comes to cutting tools. It does come with another ferro rod as well as an axe and actual saw. So that's going to be interesting to see. I'm not going to trust the button compass. No, I actually have a better compass I prefer. But that remains to be seen to see how that works, because I've never been a fan of button compasses anyway. I had a really, really nice compass, but it broke, and I can't afford to replace it. But I do like the ferro rod. I believe it's going to be definitely worth it. The flashlight definitely is worth it. There's a couple standout items that are definitely worth the money. The box itself is worth, a good chunk of the cash for it, So that is worth it. If it was only had that rubber gasket that I was talking about, it would be better. But it doesn't have that. But it will function for what it is. It's about cell phone size, so you can put your cell phone in here or your backup your backup battery or something like that in there to keep. It would fit my small anchor in there just so. Now, will it fit my anchor and my cell phone? Maybe. So that would be something, especially if it was raining. So that has possibilities. So you think it's about a 6? Yeah, I would say so. I don't have one. I don't have any handhelds. I have a rifle and I have a shotgun. That's it. I've got a 12 and a 22. Now, the 12 is supposed to go to somebody else because I sold it, and he hasn't picked it up yet. The 22 is a 7 Marlin 795. Is one of my favorite rifles. Not my all-time favorite, but the second favorite one I've ever owned. Because it is a semi-automatic, which is not too bad. But that's it, all said and done. It took like next to no time to get here. It took less than $10 to pick it up. The case, the ferro rod, the knife, the flashlight, those items right there, 4 items right there, and maybe the carabiner. I don't know. I haven't tested that yet. See what it is. The bottle holder, I'm holding my tongue on that one because I've got to find a use for it. I have to think about it. Because one of the challenges, I can bring my own water in, and I still think with some of that cordage, I could wrap it around a tree to hold my water off the ground, or I don't step on it, trip over it, whatever. Oh, that's cool. So I've got my money back, definitely. It's not, the knife is not as beefy as my Tac Force, which like I said, I kind of prefer for my flip knives, but it is what it is. It works and that kind of thing. So, yeah, this has all been my unboxing and show off of this item. I plan to add more items so that I've got like $90 worth of more items I got to come up with to make my $100 for my overnighter. So I'm going to wait and see how I come up with. I will show you guys off as I get it. So, but that's my $10, first $10 right there. Well, just under $10, but still. But when I get it all together, I hope to be able to show you it all in its entirety, because I still got to get shelter. I still got to get some kind of cook set, because I do plan on doing cooking. I want to get a tent, sleeping bag, sleeping pad, that kind of thing. I'm going to go lean towards more of the backpacking than bushcraft survival thing, because I don't believe in surviving uncomfortably. The Mylar blanket, don't know if I'm going to use that because I'm not a big fan of them, but they have their uses, and they might make a good reflector. Who knows? But I'm going to say I'm done for the night there, Daniel and Tiffany. Thank you both for coming. And anybody else who's listening and lurking in the background, thank you for being here. Thank you for checking out my unboxing. And it was a surprise to me, as it is to you, because I had no clue what it was when I got it. So other than it was cheap. So be well, be safe. Actually, I even got some popping paper if I want to just a little stress relief. Thank you all for coming. And yep, I already followed you, Daniel. You got a very famous last name. So just saying. I messaged you and I followed you back. So we are now friends on Facebook. That's cool. Hey, he's a bow hunter. That's all that matters to me. And he does hunt up here in Iowa. But I'm going to catch you tomorrow on Cliffs Live if you're there, or you or Tiffany or both. And be well, be safe. I love you guys. And you guys have a good night. I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2,